Good morning, respected teachers and my fellow friends. Today, I stand before you to appreciate the life and missions of great personalities like Greta Thunberg, Malala Yousafzai, Samantha Smith, and Iqbal Masih, who have had a profound influence on me. They are a perpetual source of inspiration. The challenges they overcame despite the tough circumstances and hostile environment. Their resilience to the unfair, the courage shown in the face of adversity, and above all, their unwavering walk on the road of truth despite the opposing storms. They have been a source of great inspiration. Today, I am going to talk about Malala Yousafzai, who is a campaigner for girls' education from Pakistan and the youngest Nobel Prize laureate. Malala initially became famous for her childhood activism against the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan's TTP's restrictions on education for girls. She appeared on television and wrote a blog for the BBC. Her fame soared after a Taliban gunman shot her in the head in 2012 when she was 15 years old. Her crime was to have spoken up for the right of girls' education. I don't want to be thought as a girl who was shot by the Taliban, but the girl who fought for education. This is the cause to which I want to devote my life. This was a quote said by Malala even after being shot and therefore surviving the incident. In early 2009, Malala started to blog anonymously on the Urdu language site of the British Broadcasting Corporation BBC. She wrote about the life in Swat Valley under the Taliban rule and about her desire to go to school using the name Gul Makai. She described being forced to stay at home and she questioned the motives of the Taliban. In October 2014, Malala, along with Indian children's rights activist Kailash Satyarthi, was named a Global Peace Prize winner. Today, the Malala Fund has become an organization that through education empowers girls to achieve their potential and become confident and strong leaders in their own countries. Years after surviving an attack by the Taliban, Malala Yousafzai continues her inspirational advocacy for girls' education. Malala has inspired a generation to advocate for girls to have adequate, safe access to education. True heroism is remarkably sober, very undramatic. It is not to urge to suppress all others at whatever cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever cost, is a quote by Arthur Ashe, which states that most heroes in real everyday world are not like those that we see in movies. They don't have super strength, flying abilities, or unworldly healing speeds. Real heroes are characterized as those who do not wish to defeat others, but rather help them. These heroes may come in various forms, male and female, old and young, tall and short. Malala bravely holds a lamp for girls to be educated. Her unwavering commitment to her values, even before she was recognized as a global sensation. Malala has shown it that it just takes one voice to make a change. The Malalas, the Gretas, the Iqbals, and the Samanthas are the shining light to dispel the darkness of religious hatred, ideological wars, suppression of human rights, or the inequality of gender. They will keep coming up as heroes. They will keep rising from the ordinary people like you and me. They will walk the rough roads but pave way for a better future. Just as a single ray of light can dispel darkness in a large space, The exemplary deeds of our heroes of society can eliminate the darkness of ignorance and narrow mindedness from a society. Thank you.
A very good morning, respected teacher and my dear friends. Today I, Trisha Kidra of class 8C, will share my thoughts and feelings about a girl who is almost my age but has made the adult world sit back and listen to her. She has not only questioned the older generation but has shown them the mirror, which is definitely not what they wanted to see. Greta Thunberg. I'm sure you must have all heard a lot about her. So, what makes the 17-year-old so special and famous? Is it her great intellect, her exemplary grades in school, her achievements in sports or drama, or is it because of her looks? Well, none of these. She caught everyone's attention not because of her egocentric pursuits, but because she rose above all these small conquests and fought for a bigger purpose. She raised her voice not for any personal gains, but stepped out of her comfort zone for a better future of the generations to come. She became famous because she proved to be a girl with a vision, a girl who questioned the previous generations who have harmed the environment due to their own selfish motives and gains. It all started when Greta won an essay competition on climate change in August 2018 and her first hashtag Fridays for Future movement, where millions of young people joined her on a collective mission, protesting against practices harming our environment. It has been a roller coaster ride for her after that, and her first protest outside the Swedish parliament building, as other kids and teens all around the world got inspired and started joining her in this special movement. Greta has inspired one and all, young or old, rich or poor, educated or not. She turned around her limitation of suffering with a condition called Asperger's syndrome into a superpower, which now sets her apart. She has taught me to raise my voice, not for myself, but for others. She has taught me to move out of my comfort zone and work for a bigger goal in life. And I am thankful for her for helping me see the world's future in a different and in a better light. Greta Thunberg's words at the 2019 UN Youth Climate Summit held in New York City completely resonate with how I and many other young people all around the world feel now. She said, "We showed that we are united and that we, young people, are unstoppable." Thank you.
You must have heard about all these slogans. They are from young inspirational activists who risk their life for what they believe in. Children should be reading books and not making them. This was said by Iqbal Masi. God made the world for us to live together in peace and not fight. This was written by Samantha Smith. Right here, right now, is where we draw the line. The world is waking up and change is coming, whether you like it or not. By Greta Thunberg. And let us remember, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. By Malala Yousafzai. Good morning. I am Kriti Goyal from grade 8, and today I'm going to throw light on these inspirational activists who really spoke to me, and I really hope they connect to you too. They were all not too old when they started to fight for their rights. They believed in. Listening to me, do you realize all these activists were nothing but innocent children like us? Do you realize what we have today is something they must have dreamt of? Children like them, children who in their time had nothing but confidence to do something good, they believed in themselves so that today we don't have to go through what they did. Some of them even died for what they believed in. I was to be inspired by them. Today I'm going to talk about one of these inspirational activists, who is Iqbal Masi. He was just a child who had to work to pay off the loan taken by his parents. He was a Pakistani Christian boy. He was born in 1983 in a poor family. He worked at a carpet company. There were more children working at the carpet company with him. At the age of 10, he managed to escape slavery, and he fought against slavery for everyone. He helped many children escaped from that company. In 2 years, he completed the education for 4 years. Unfortunately, he was shot dead by a carpet mafia at the age of 12.